Good morning. This is a curious case of a lock and key. Okay, it is the picture shows it's given both the lock and the key along with the lock. There is a key also. So this is a classic case of lock and key. Now, what should be under lock and key? Uh, your valuables, your house, your mind. Is it? Your mind should be under lock and key. Yes, because your mind is full of is filled with knowledge and wisdom. Your mind is filled with anger and hatred. Your mind is filled with ignorance and arrogance. Your mind is filled with happiness and joy. So all this should be under lock and key, because for example, your mind, which is full of knowledge and wisdom, should be under lock and key, because you shouldn't use your knowledge and wisdom at wrong places, at places where it is not needed, where it is not valued. Under those places, keep it under lock and key. Your knowledge and wisdom should be under lock and key, under different places and different where it is undervalued, or people do not know the value of your knowledge and wisdom. Those places, keep it under lock and key. You open the lock at places where people value your knowledge, value your wisdom. Those places, open the lock and use it freely, so that the people can benefit with your knowledge and wisdom. So that is where you need to open the lock. So that is where you should use the key of knowledge and wisdom to open your mind and share that knowledge and wisdom amongst others. Now, coming to knowledge, the lock and key of your mind, which is full of hatred and evil, hatred and anger. So, these things should always be kept under lock and key. You should never open this lock of anger and hatred, this evil and ignorance, and under any circumstances it should not be opened. It should be always locked, and the key should be kept securely, so that it is not opened under any circumstances. This hatred and ego, this anger and evil, so this should be always under lock. So remember that. Now, coming to another scenario, your happiness and your joy, your happiness and joy that is within your mind, you share it at the right place at the right time. Do not share your happiness and joy at wrong places. For example, you go to a hospital, you go and you want to see the well-being of your friend who is met with an accident. There, if you share your happiness and joy, it means the wrong place at the wrong thing you're doing. So under such circumstances, keep your happiness and joy under lock and key. So many things are should be lock and key circumstances. So for example, your valuables could all be your knowledge and wisdom, your your cleverness, your all your the things that you have learned, your learning, your your skills, your all your talents. All this should be opened at the right time. This locks should be opened at the right time, at the right place. For example, you should use your skill at the right place for the right time and the right thing. Okay, that time use your skill to use you show off your skills, such that those places your skill is valued and your skill is necessary. Those places, open the lock and use the your lock of problems with your skills, with the key of your skills and knowledge. So these things, your skills should be opened at the right time by the key of skills. You have opened the lock of problems and give a solution to those problems under the you are using your key of skills and knowledge. So these things are all to be kept with lock and key. So this is where the scenario of lock and key is useful. So like that, you have to think of places, persons, and circumstances where you need to keep certain things under lock and key. So lock and key is both valuable. So he has given both the lock and key together, so that some things need to be locked and kept under the supervision using the key, and without the key that the lock doesn't open. So some things need to be locked and thrown away, like for example your hatred, your ignorance, your evil, all this need to be locked once and for all, and the key should be thrown away, so that there is no key that can open your anger and your ignorance and your evil. So sometimes you need to just lock it and throw the key away. So sometimes you need to keep both the lock and the key together to open the lock of problems through the key of knowledge and wisdom. So these types of situations, use your knowledge, and use your education, use your learning for the right moment to open the lock of wisdom and knowledge with the key of your learning and education. So these things need to be kept in mind, where the lock and key should be used judiciously. Thank you.